Today I am going to take a lecture of discrete mathematics chapter number 5th graph theory, and today's topic is the matrix representation, and with the help of this matrix representation we solve the Warshall algorithm. Okay, so what is the matrix representation? How we find the matrix representation? So here we are given in a graph is completely determined by either adjacencies or its incidence. Okay, that means what we have already seen in the previous lecture. What is the definition of the incidence, edges, and incidence and vertex? Okay, so graph is completely determined by the either adjacencies or its incidence. This information can be stated in matrix form. Okay, so matrix representation is depends on sometimes in the directed graph. Okay, so what is the adjacency matrix? So let G is equal to V comma E. That means we have already known that the structure of the graph is equal to what? G is equal to V comma E. That means vertex and edges. Okay. So here G, V comma E be a simple diagram. Simple diagram, that means a directed graph. Okay. In which V is equal to V1, V2 up to Vn. That means we are given in the vertex V1 to Vn, and the vertices are assumed to be ordered from. Okay, that means V1, V2, V3. This is the ordered form Vn, V1 to Vn, and n by n matrix. Okay, so whose elements A, I, J are given by. That means with the help of matrix representation, we find the square matrix. Okay, so here Aij is equal to what? 1 if Vi to Vj belongs to E. That means what? Vi to Vj belongs to E. That means here if the direction Vi to Vj, then we write in the matrix element is 1. Okay, and if the Vi to Vj direction is not Vi to Vj, then because of here we write the ordered pair. Okay, so here we write the 0. Got it? Next one is here is the example. Okay, the example is V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Here we are given the 5 vertex. Okay, so according to this, the direction is V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V2, V5 to V4, and here V1 to V5. This is the direction. Okay, so with the help of this graph, we write here the matrix form, matrix representation. Okay, so first we write here V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Got it? And here we write the sign of the matrix. Got it? And again we write here V1, V2, V3, V4 and V5. Got it? So here we write here if our directions from Vi to Vj, so we write here only one number. Okay, the element 1. And if direction is not here V1 to V2 or V1 to V3, so we write here the 0. Okay, and Sam, that means V1 to V1, obviously we write here the 0 because of the distance is 0. So let's start here V1 to V1, we write here 0. Okay, V1 to V2, yes, direction is V1 to V2, so we write here 1. Got it? V1 to V3, so V1 to V3 is not connected directly, so we write here 0. V1 to V4 not connected directly, so we write here 0. V1 to V5, yes, there is the direction, so we write here 1. Got it? That means if your direction is directly connected, so we write here the 1. Otherwise, we write here 0. Next one is what? Next one is V2 to V1. So here, this is your V2 vertex. Okay, so V2 to V1, but direction is V1 to V2. So we write here V2 to V1 0. V2 to V2, obviously the total distance is 0, so we write here 0. V2 to V3, yes, the directly connected V2, so V3, so we write here 1. V2 to V4, this is your V2 and this is your V4. but direction is not V2 to V4, so we write here 0. Got it? V2 to V5, we write here the 0. Okay, next one is V3. So V3, this is the V3 direction. So V3 to V1, 0. V3 to V2, 0, because of direction is V2 to V3. Okay, V3 to V3, obviously we write here 0. V3 to V4, 1. V3 to V5, 0. Okay, next one is V4. So V4 to V1, 0. V4 to V2, 1. V4 to V3, 0. V4 to V4, obviously 0. And V4 to V5, again 0. Because of here, the direction is V5 to V4. Okay, next one is last vertex is V5. So V5 to V1, we write here 0 because our direction is V1 to V5. Got it? V5 to V2, again 0. V5 to V3, again 0. V5 to V4, 1. And V5 to V5, we write here 0. Okay, so with the help of matrix representation, we write here the given graph converting according to a matrix form. Okay, so our next method is Warshall algorithm is also depends on this matrix form, but there is one difference between what if your vertex Vi to Vj, so you write here the weighted graph because of Warshall algorithm is depend on the weighted graph. That means we are given in the distance weight according to V1 to V2 or V2 to V5. Got it? So with the help of this, a direction is directly connected. So we write here the weight. Okay. Otherwise, you write here the infinite sign. Got it? Because of with the help of Warshall algorithm, we find the shortest path. Okay. So listen here. Here directly in the matrix representation form, if your vertex directly connected, so you write here the 1, otherwise you write the 0. Okay. So in the Warshall algorithm, if your vertex is directly connected, so obviously you write here the given weight. Okay. Otherwise you write the infinite sign. This is the example of the Warshall algorithm. We are given in the graph A, B, C, D and given in the direction. Okay. So first we construct the D0 matrix. So we write here the vertex A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D. Okay. After that you write here the direction. So A to A 0, A to B is infinite, A to C 3, A to D, here the direction is D to A, not A to D, so we write here the infinite. Okay, next one is we write the direction B to A. So here B to A, the weight is 2, B to B, the total distance is 0, B to C here the infinite because of direction is C to B. Okay, and next one is the C to D, B to D. So B to D is we write the infinite. Okay, next is C to A. So C to A we write the infinite. C to B the total weight is 7. C to C obviously the total distance is 0 and C to D we are given in total weight is 1. Okay, next one is D to A. So 6, D to B infinite, D to C infinite and D to B 0. Okay, so first we construct the D0. Next one is we find the D1 with the help of this D0. So for finding the D1, first you write here the A, B, C, D. And here we write the A, B, C, D. Okay, this is the method of the Warshall algorithm. Okay, so here first you highlight the first row and first column. Okay, and you copy here as it is. That means 0, infinite, 3, infinite, 2, infinite, and 6. After that, you check here if any infinite is present in your row or your column. So according to this row, this column, you copy here as it is. Okay. So infinite, 0, 7, infinite, because this is your highlighted row and here two side here two elements are infinite. So last one is what? Infinite, infinite, 1, 0. Okay, and next one is this is the infinite value. So we write here this row as it is, infinite, 7, 0, 1. Okay, so we find here only this infinite value, this and this value. Okay, so with the help of these two values, you check here. According to this infinite, you check your highlighted column and highlighted row value. So here, according to this 2 and according to this 3. So sum both the values, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. If your finding value is less than the present value, so you write here the new value. Otherwise, you copy here as it is the previous value. So 2 plus 3 is equal to 5 and 5 less than the infinite. So we write here 5. Got it? And the last is this infinite. So obviously you see here the highlighted value 6 and here is the 3. So what is the value? 6 plus 3 is equal to 9 and 9 is less than the infinite. So we write here the 9. Okay, so here we find the D1. Next we find the D2. Okay, so for finding the D2, again we write here A, B, C, D. A, B, C and D. And we write here the matrix form. Okay, so you highlighted here second row and second column. Okay, so according to this second row and second column, if your second row and second column, so we are right here as it is 2, 0, 5, infinite, and second column is infinite, 0, 7, and infinite. Okay, after that, you check here. If your highlighted column or row, if infinite is present, so according to this row or this column, you write here all the elements as it is. So this infinite, you write here 0, infinite, 3, infinite. According to this, 6, infinite, 9, 0. Okay, and this infinite, infinite, 1, 0. Okay, so again we find only two values. Okay, so according to this infinite, this place, see here 2 and 7 highlighted value. So 2 plus 7 equal to 9 and 9 is less than infinite, so we write here the 9. Okay, next one is this value. So according to this 0, the highlighted value is 7 and 5. So 7 plus 5 equal to 12. So 12 is greater than the 0, so we write here only the 0. Got it? So, next step is what? Next step is we find the D3. Okay. So, for finding the D3, again we write here A, B, C, D. Okay. And here we write A, B, C, and D. Got it? And you highlight here third row and third column. Okay, so here, see here carefully, the third row and third column, there is no here the infinite sign. Okay, so first you write here the it is third row 9, 7, 0, 1, and the third column is 3, 5, 0, and 9. Okay, so with the help of this, we find all these elements. That means first you write here the 0. So 9 plus 3, 12. So 12 is greater than 0. So we write here 0. This is your infinite value. So highlighted value is 7 and here 3. So 7 plus 3, 10 and 10 is less than the infinite. So we write here 10. Okay, next highlighted value, we find the infinite in the place of. So highlighted value is 3 and 1. So 3 plus 1 is equal to what? 4. So we write here 4. Okay. Next one is this 2. So highlighted 9 plus 5. So 9 plus 5, 14. So 14 is greater than value. So we write here 2. 0. 7, 5. So 7 plus 5 is 12. So again 12 is greater than. So we write here 0 as it is. This is the infinite value. Highlighted value is 1 and 5. Always, every time, you check here the highlighted row row and highlighted column according to this element. Okay, and sum of the highlighted row and highlighted column value. Okay, so here highlighted value is 5 and 1. So 5 plus 1 6. So obviously 6 is less than infinite. So we write here infinite. Next one is last value. So 9 plus 9 18. So 18 is greater than value. So we write here only 6. This is the infinite value. So 7 plus 9. So 9 plus 7 16. 16 is less value for infinite. So we write here 16. And last value is 0. So 1 plus 9 10. So we write here only the 0. Okay, this is you find the D3 value. Okay, but in according to your graph, we have the 4 vertex. Okay, so you find the D4. Okay, so next one is for finding the D4. Again, we write here A, B, C, D. Okay, and here we write A, B, C, and D. Got it? So you highlighted here fourth row and fourth column. Got it? So fourth row is what? 6, 16, 9 and 0. Okay. And fourth column is 4, 6, 1. Okay. That means 6, 16, 9, 0, 4, 6, 1, 0. Okay. With the help of these, we write this value. So obviously 6 plus 4, 10. So 10 is greater value. So we write here 0. According to this 10, 16 plus 4, 20. So obviously we write here 10. This 3, 9 plus 4, 30. So obviously we write here 3. That means our first row is as it is 0, 10, 3, 4. Okay. For finding the second row. So 6 plus 6, 12. So obviously we write here 2 as it is 0. 16 plus 6, 22. So we write here 0. 5. 9 plus 6, 15. So obviously we write here 5. Okay, next one is the 9. So 6 plus 1, 7. So 7 is less than the 9. So according to this place, we write here 7 because of 6 plus 1, 7. Next one is 7. So 16 plus 1, 17. So 17 is greater value. So obviously we write here the 7. Next one is this 0. So highlighted value is 9 and 1. So 9 plus 1, 10. So obviously we write here the 0. Okay, so here we find the D4. So always keep in mind if you are given vertex according to vertex, you write here the matrix power of the D4. If your given vertex is 4, so you find out the D4. If given vertex is given 5, so you find out the D5. Okay, so this is the process for finding the Gaussian algorithm or the shortest path. Okay, so I will continue this topic in our next lecture. Thank you for watching this video.